think I can forgive her. Looking back, I actually recently went to a wedding where someone, like a woman, was wearing white. It kind of looked like a wedding dress. Like if you were going for like a boho style wedding dress, it looked like a wedding dress. And I was like, shocking, really? It actually does happen. Hi, I just got married this past weekend and it was an absolute dream come true. We had our ceremony in the mountains and decided to have a very small backyard reception at our home. We invited some family and close friends. I also decided to invite some of my best friends from work. A few of those friends had to miss the mountain ceremony but came to the reception after. At work, these friends and I were joking about how it'd be crazy if someone wore white to this small wedding. And I kept saying how I didn't think anyone invited would do anything like that. Apparently, I was wrong. God, it's even worse when it's a small wedding because it's like, you can't like really hide, you know what I mean? There's only so many people. One of the girls, we'll call her Samantha, decided to wear a short white dress. When Samantha showed up, I was initially excited. I greeted her and gave her a hug. Once I finished hugging her, I looked down and she was in white. I didn't want to cause a scene, so I just walked away from her. I later realized she also brought a +1 without permission. Okay, not really understanding wedding rules and customs, I see, or maybe she did it on purpose. We'll find out. She declined a +1 on the RSVP, and when I double checked the week prior to order the food, she still told me she wasn't bringing anyone. So I finalized the food order. She ended up bringing her best friend, whom I've never met and was never told about. Luckily, we ordered extra food. You should just let them starve. But I still felt like it was very rude. It is rude. It's also rude to tell people, like, after you've already made it known that you're not coming to the wedding, that suddenly you are coming to the wedding. It's rude.
Don't tell me what to do.
I've heard this from my friends, okay? They're like, honestly, nothing in the wedding was more stressful than figuring out where everybody was going to sit. The table charts. Oh, you can't put this person next to that person. These people don't like each other, etc., etc. And then someone just coming in, swooping in and being like, oh, by the way, I brought a +1. You not only don't have food, but you don't have a place to sit. Throughout the night, people were asking me if they wanted me to say anything. I told them no, because the problem is she's the one that assigns what work I do in the office. Ooh, that's messy. I didn't want to cause a scene and then have to get assigned the hardest work moving forward. I mean, you don't cause a scene. Like what I did when someone showed up to my friend's wedding in white is I went up to her and I said, oh my gosh, congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were the bride, my bad. You just make her feel a little bit awkward, you know? Like, you don't have to, like, get mad. Just make it known that it's obvious that she looks like the bride. 2 days after the wedding, she texted me saying that she thought her dress was more tan than it was, and that she felt it was okay to wear, but apologized for it being too light. The dress was not tan. It was basically the same shade of white as my short reception dress. I don't think she realized my other work friends took a Polaroid photo of her dress, which probably with the flash, it made her look brighter. She avoided pictures the whole night, but still, I have photo evidence of her wearing white. Also, we have security cameras in our home, so I was able to get a picture of her and I hugging, so the comparison is very clear. We have photos. Which one are you? I don't know which one is which. That's concerning. I'm guessing you're the one with the heels, and she's the one with the flats. Educated guess. She didn't apologize for bringing the +1, and I feel like her apology for the tan dress was not a true apology. Even if it does turn out to be like, oh, sorry, I kind of thought that it was like a tan. Just wear a different dress, for f***'s sakes. Clearly, the girl in this story knows that it was wrong because she apologized, right? But she still wore it. I haven't responded to the text she sent and have to go to work and see her tomorrow. I'm not sure how to handle this situation because I feel like I don't see her as a good friend anymore, but we share a cubicle wall at work. Ooh, awkward. Any advice would be appreciated. Also, my husband was fully embracing the Stay Petty motto when he took a picture of the Polaroid and posted a poll on his Instagram to ask if the dress was tan or white. 100% of the votes were for white. Okay, let's take another look. See? The fact that I couldn't tell which one of you was the bride is an issue. That is 100% a white dress. Oh God, there's another one. Okay, yeah, no, that's white. That's white. I think to prevent anything like this from happening, if you're ever unsure about a dress, you always ask the bride. If it's like, oh, this is white with flowers on it, this is like a blush pink or something, it could look white. Ask the bride, ask the mother of the bride, ask, you know, a bridesmaid or someone close to the bride if the bride is busy. Double check. Do not show up to a wedding in a dress that could be considered inappropriate to wear.
We're not a bride.
So what do you do in this situation? This would definitely make me feel like I need to put distance between me and another person. Is it worth talking to her about it? Maybe it might be worth talking to her because you do kind of work together and you're forced to see her. I know that if someone did that at my wedding, I would not want to see them again. The fact that you're forced to see this person is really unfortunate. And this person's also your higher up at work. It's a little bit of a touchy subject. I'm not going to lie. I would try to keep the peace, I think. Or just do the slow exit. Your work friends. Doesn't mean you have to be real friends, all right? In fact, lots of friends at work aren't even really your real friends. Case in point. After so many, oh, like we should hang out. Oh yeah, for sure. Just like a little busy right now. Maybe in the future. Just avoid her, you know, like do your work, do what you're supposed to do. I understand it's an uncomfortable situation, but like nobody's forcing you to keep up a friendship with this person. Here's an interesting take. She knew you couldn't say shit because of the work power she holds over you and wanted some attention because her life is clearly lacking. Best way to win is not to give it. You've already started by not replying to her text. When you interact in person, just be like, what were you wearing again? I can't remember. I was so focused on getting married. I barely noticed anyone but my new hubby. Give her nothing. That is a very, very good way to move in the shadows. Stay chill and either work for that promotion, upwards transfer, or start shopping around for a new job. I mean, easier said than done to just up and leave a new job, just especially if you like the job. But I would agree. Have some decorum. Don't outright fight with this person. Act like you don't give a shit. Don't give her the satisfaction. It's amazing how if you keep your cool in a situation, everyone else seems to get more and more irate. They can't stand it that you're cool and collected. It's queen shit, all right? Lions do not bother with the opinions of sheep. And everybody else seems to agree in the comments, and so does OP. Great advice, everybody. Well done. I would totally agree with that. Despite being mortified by this wedding drama, that was a good